Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, I wanted to try something new, and we're gonna be trying some War of the Spark cards. Um, the idea kind of came from this list, which top-aided the latest modern challenge in the hands of this player right here by the name of Boland. And they were running a particular version of AmuLIT, which I honestly dislike a lot. There's so many things that I don't like about this list, but it kind of like inspired the will to try things out. Um, so here we have Arboreal Grazer and the Full 4 Explorers. Um, those are gonna be like the ramp thingies that we got going on. Which I think it's meh. Like there's a very good reason that we stopped playing Explore, and that reason is how good this card is. And what really I don't understand is Grazer makes Coalition Relic so much better. like the existence of Coalition Relic as a card is like one of the main reasons that makes Arboreal Grazer a playable card, or a remotely playable card. Let's put it like that. I still don't like this card. We're gonna test it out. But I'm going to go over the things that I don't like about that list and what my thought process behind all of that is, and then how that how that will explain all the changes that I made, basically. First of all, it's important to understand when and in which context this card is going to be okay. Um, the context in which this card is okay is, or I guess it's better than Scout, is on turn one, and only if you have enough lands and if you have a 3-drop. Those are the only these scenarios need to happen for this card to be better than Scout. Otherwise, Scout is just a better card than this one. So I guess that if your opponent has removal, it also it's a situation where this card is better. But well, that's kind of besides the point. But that is what I'm trying to maximize, and why I really don't understand why Boland chose to not play more 3-drops. I just think that it makes way more sense to have a split like this one, where we try to maximize on 3-drops, so you can go turn 1 Grazer into bounce land or whatever, and then on your turn 2 you replay the land and then you play a 3-drop. This enables you, if you have enough lands, to have prime time mana on turn 6, on turn 3, sorry, so access to 6 mana on turn 3. Chance of a storm, honestly, that sounds pretty bad. Yeah, that sounds awful, to be honest with you. I don't think you really want to do that. But yeah, so to keep going with my explanation, that is like the main thing that I don't understand, and why this list is so weird to me. It's because I feel like I want to maximize that, because Explore, doesn't really do anything to help that, Um, but yeah, so as I was explaining earlier, in order for Sloth to be good, you need to have a bunch of lands. Oh, Stardust Sloth, thank you for that subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, our first sub of the day. Thank you for the continued support, really appreciate it. So as I was saying, we have we need to draw a bunch of lands. Okay, we need to have access to all of these lands in order to get a value with Grazer. Because before, with Scout, you can have a hand that is like Forest, Scout, 3 Steerings, and like whatever else, and you would snap keep it, right? Now, if you have a hand like that, Grazer, it's just terrible. It doesn't do anything, right? While Scout would have been very, very good in that hand. You can play it on turn 1, and then you can Steerings on 2 and find more lands so you can play with a Scout. Grazer requires you to have the lands in hand when you are casting it. For this reason, I'm choosing. I'm making two decisions here. First of all, I'm going up to 29 lands. If you guys hadn't noticed before, because again, I want to maximize the chances that I get value from this guy. And second of all, I am playing a Crumbling Vestige instead of something like Blast Zone in the main deck because I want to maximize the amount of green sources that I get access to. Untap green sources that I get access to in. Yeah, Dante, we're gonna get there. Hang in there. Let me finish this first. We're gonna maximize the chances of playing the Grazer on turn one. That's why we're doing this. Um, Another thing, this list is not running any Pact of Negations at all. Like in not main deck and not sideboard. That I think it's not right. There's a lot of decks against which Pact of Negation is excellent. Scape Shift, Tron, especially like decks that have been doing very well lately. So it's not playing that not playing a Pact of Negation is very weird to me. I could understand maybe playing it in the sideboard. That's like not having access to in the main deck, which it also might be wrong. But I mean, if you want to like free some space for whatever reason, but like Pact of Negation seems like a better main deck card than something like Hornet Queen or like Trinket Mage, I guess. But yeah, and then, well, the sideboard is a little bit all over the place. This is not a card that I consider to be playable in AmuLIT. Second cavern is good. Boland chose to go for the red splash, so they have access to a braid instead of Path to Exile, which I understand. Like if you're expecting a lot of humans, a braid is better than Path. So I understand that, especially since Dead Shadow, it's like it has really gone down in popularity. However, now that the London Mulligan is gone, um, now that the London Mulligan is gone, I expect to see Phoenix again. I expect Phoenix to go back to being very good. They have access to the Tormos Crypt, which is understandable too. Only a single piece of counter magic in the 75. I don't like that. They do have a lot of answers to Blood Moon and stuff like that, which I think it's okay. They don't have any good they don't have any like good cards against a Whir person, which I'm slightly afraid of, and yeah. That's pretty much my thoughts on the list. And again, this is kind of what inspired the list that we are looking at today. So I decided to cut on the Hive Mind package, mostly because I needed space. The Hive Mind package uses a lot of space, and if we're trying to maximize on Grazer and being able to make our land drops, and I wanted to make sure that I was playing 29 lands with the Grazer, that's why something needed to go. And I thought that the Hive Mind package just took up too many slots. So by taking out the Hive Minds, it enabled me to play Primal Command in the main deck, still have the same amount of Grazers, trying to maximize my 3 drops for turn 2, and then, excuse me, and then also, allow me to play cards like Pact of Negation, and it also frees up a little bit of sideboard slots. Because now I don't need to, be playing Pact of Negation. However, it means that I want to, play some. Let's go over the cyborg real quick. What's up, Cejas? Oh, if you want me to give you the ticks, if you're gonna be here by the end of the stream, remind me to open trade with you. What are we playing instead of Explorer? Discard, which I think it's actually very good. What about Devastation rather than Prime Command? Devastation is significantly worse than Primal Command. Just like as a card, I don't think that we want that card. I think it's terrible. I think that Primal Command does the same thing, just much better. Grazer better than Elf? Definitely not. I think this card is awful. Let me get this out of the way first. I think this card is terrible. But this is how we try. This is how we innovate in this archetype. You just make bad decisions and play bad cards in your deck to confirm that they are bad, and sometimes those cards that you play that you think might be bad turn out to be very good. That's what happened with Coalition Relic, that's what happened with Path to Exile. These were cards that, when we first tried them here, especially with Path, I got so much shit from trying Path to Exile, which is hilarious that now is just like the way like this is the standard version right now, or it has been for like the past like 3 months or so. But at the very beginning, everybody was people were not on the Path to Exile plan. But yeah, just by trying things out is how we learn whether whether something is bad or it's good. Personally, I think it's terrible, but I will test it anyway for science. Same thing with this card. I think this card is very bad. I don't think we want this card in on 75. And I'm going to say this right now, and people are going to be, oh, but it's so good. It's incredibly slow. It's so slow. Like, how many times does it happen that you like get explosives, you play it, and you crack it immediately? It happens a lot, and you can't do that with this. You can only crack it. The only matchup where I can see this being good is against Death Shadow, where you basically are cracking explosives 100% on one, and this is uncounterable for Shadow, while explosives gets tagged by Stubborn Denial. So that is literally the only matchup where I think this is. I think that is the only context where this is going to be good. Chance of a Storm. I don't know. I don't care. I try things because I like this deck and I want to innovate on this deck. And yeah, it's cool. And speaking of things that I don't think might be particularly good, is this one right here. So I will read this one out loud. We have 5 mana for a 3/3 that when it comes into play, you put a token. That's a legendary 3/3 green and white wolf. And when a wolf enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. The idea behind this card is it costs 5 mana. So it's 1 mana more than Baloth. It cannot. It only gains 3 life instead of 4 life. And the good thing is that it fights, okay? The wolf that you play fights your opponent's creature. So this is gonna be much better than Baloth against something like humans, where the fight is the more relevant part. So that is the idea for this card. Against something like Burn, I'm still going to bring this card in, but I think that this is significantly worse against Burn, and I will explain why right now. So if you see right here, this card has 2 different clauses. Number 1, we have the clause that says that when it enters the battlefield, you put a wolf, and then we have a second clause that says that when a wolf enters the battlefield, you gain the life, and then you fight a creature. So what that means is that if you play Tolsimir and your opponent bolts the Tolsimir in response, the wolf will come into play after the trigger resolves, and by the time the trigger resolves, the Tolsimir will be dead. So you will not gain the 3 life, and you will not fight the creature. So that is very very big deal. That is a very, very big deal, especially against something like Burn. Like if you're fetching for your creature and that gains life in order to help you stabilize, and a bolt just blanks the life gain, that's not where you want to be. So I'm still going to be bringing this scene against Burn, but I think it's strictly worse than both Baloth and Thragtusk. This one is going to be better against humans particularly. I think this is actually going to be a reasonable card against humans. And then spirits and stuff like that, this card would be significantly better than the other alternatives. So that is what that's where we're looking at. Also, without high mind in the deck, I really want to go back to Tragic Arrogance and Tracker as my plan against Whir person, in case we manage to face that deck, because that matchup went from almost unwinnable to like reasonable, even edging towards good, only because of the presence of Hive Mind. And now, if I'm taking out Hive Mind, then the matchup is going to be back to being very very bad. So we're gonna see how that works out. Everything else that we got going on is pretty much the same thing that I've been testing lately. The only change that I'm doing is I'm putting one spell pierce and 2 negates instead of the full 3 negates. And the reason for that is mostly Dredge and the blue-green Neoform deck. Again, the other day we literally just died with Path to Exile and Gemstone Mine in our hand because my opponent killed me on turn 1. So I don't even know how good this card actually is. But it seems, it seems worth it to like try to stay flexible. Let's see what chat says. Para el command siempre ha sido aceptable, nunca ha sido emocionante robar, prefiero un segundo email. Akle Patsky, yeah, so I'm gonna answer in English so I don't need to say both things in Spanish and in English again, So what Akle Patsky is saying is that Primal Command is never exciting and that they would rather have a second explosives over this. The reason that I'm running this is because I took out Hive Mind. Hive Mind is a win condition. This is not a win condition. This helps me find a win condition. So that is the main reason why you see Primal Command instead of a second explosives. King Ginger KG with that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, and thank you for the support. I really appreciate your animation. You are far more daring and prolific than any other country. Oh, thank you, Chance of a Storm. I appreciate that. All right, let's do it. AmuLIT slot. AmuLIT slot. Let's hope we don't die on turn 1 too many times. But yeah, hope that little deck tech was useful, and that all the changes that and my card choices make a little bit more sense. But yeah, those. I think that it's very important whenever you're making changes to a list. It's very important for for you to have a reason behind those changes, and that is always what I try to do when I try when I try to do new things, especially in AmuLIT. I want my changes to have a purpose. This is a hand that I will mulligan. This is a hand that I will keep. We're gonna need that guy, so I'm gonna leave that one on top. Yeah, I mean, you see this. I really don't want to turn 1 this guy. I just really don't want to play this guy on turn 1, so I'm simply going to do this. So far, Scout would be much better than this guy right here. Like, so much better. So much better. It's not even funny. We're probably playing against humans. Now I guess I just keep making land drops and try to find a green sword, like a green bounce land. And with the help of AmuLIT, Grazer is gonna give me +1 mana whenever I play a green bounce. Oh, we're playing against the folk. The folk. Nice that we have Cavern then. If we're playing against Merfolk, yep. Nice. So we're gonna name Giant here. And again, this guy did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. If they do have access to what's his name, Spreading Seas, then this card might actually end up doing something. If I draw a bounce land exactly, so I can bounce this and replay. Tectonic Edge. Ooh, risky. My opponent taps out of Tech Edge there. Huh. Ballsy. Can we draw land, please? Land? Sick. Alright, always yield. Gonna add a green here. Let me close the door because I have the dishwasher going. So I'm expecting my opponent to have the 2-drop guy, the one that takes all the abilities and then just like... so I think I am going to play this out. This card is not doing anything. Feels bad, man. And we are going to yield to this one. We're going to add a green again. And now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nastio Nate, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Our 3rd sub of the day. Thank you so much for the support. So we have Primetime Mana here, or we have Primetime Mana with this. We are going to be... I guess we're not gonna haste. Because I'm interested in playing around that guy. So I think I'm just going to play this guy out. So we just get this. Again, not hasting here. And I think I am going to get Simic. I'm at 18, so the chances that I die are very, very low. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to do this. Just gonna get Simic. We're going to float some mana. Gonna bounce this. We're gonna float some more mana. I'm going to bounce the... Yeah, I guess I want to protect this stronghold. We're going to transmute 4 engineered explosives. And then I guess I'm gonna play the Grazer. And do I even want to play a land? I guess I do, because it forces my opponent's mana. And at this point, we're just fine. I guess what I should have done is I should have bounced this and then replayed this so I can preemptively... Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have bounced this off the second bounce land trigger, and then use the land drop from the Grazer to play this again and preemptively play the explosives onto, because now this explosives is gonna be open to my opponent destroying it with what's his name, to countering it with the double blue card. I can't remember the name. Deprive, I think. Watch it for a while, and that's a long time with the player. I love seeing someone testing out little tweaks in the list all the time. Keep out the work. Oh, thank you, Nasty dude. I appreciate it. This guy would have cast Titan on the same turn. Yeah, but I don't care about actually casting Titan. I'm talking about like the value that I could have here. Like if I had had the Arboreal Grazer, that represents more mana down the line, plus the ability to play around this Tectonic Edge, which I cannot do right now. So I think that that's a ton of value that I lost because I'm playing this guy instead of Scout. So I do believe that so far this has been much worse than Scout. Good evening from Melky. Well, C-Mash, thanks for hanging out here today. Yep. Tectonic Edge resolves. Tectonic Edge resolves. Let's see what we drop. Gemstone Mine. Do we think Slot Boy is as good as Scout? No, I think it's considerably worse. That's what I've been explaining over the whole match. But this is how we test, right? Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna add red. I am going to play my land, I guess white, and then I'm red with this. I'm going to do this here. I am going to play our engineered explosives on 2. And Orchard 88, thank you very much for the follow. Now, even if they play the 2-drop that taps my Titan, I still don't care because I get to like, yeah, this is just whatever. Like I have an engineered explosives and the mana to crack it, so I think we're gonna be just fine this game. In fact, this I made this play on purpose in order to force their 2-drops, which feeds my explosives. So. And again, this is why, because I was playing around this card, is why I didn't go for the hasting last turn. I guess I might as well block the 1-drop first. Yeah. So let's block this guy. Let's crack. Boom. Wipe your board. King Ginger, no, you need to send me a PM. Just send me a PM and I will send you a link to the updated sideboard guide. So we want access to these cards. We definitely don't want access to this card. We can take this out. You like the Hive Mind build or prefer to have a Walking Ballista as a versatile kill option? Well, if you had seen Soulless, if you had seen my previous streams, you will find that I have been running both Hive Mind and the Walking Ballista. So to answer your question, yes. The answer to your question, I guess, is yes. Do I want this guy? Maybe I do, to like kill lords and whatnot. Seems pretty bad. I guess it's fine. We're gonna try it out. You know, it's full of shots like Grook the Muck. I don't know if you like my. I was actually very proud of my when it was April's Fools and I made like a full sideboard guide speaking the wonders of Sakama, which if you have been following the stream, you would know that I think that card is completely unplayable. I think that it's an absolute joke, and when April's Fool came around, I made like a full cyborg guide about Sakama, and it was hilarious. Basically, I copied and pasted a previous cyborg guide, and I just added Sakama on every single matchup. It was hilarious. Stormtrooper 11 and 14. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you so much for the support. I currently have the Serum Visions build that runs no Ballista and no EE main. Yeah, that's like the one that won the Open. That's a fine version to be running, honestly. It's just a matter of I really missed both of these cards. I think that you can play without main deck Ballista. I don't think that you can play without main deck Explosives. I think this card is just too important in too many matchups to not be running it. So that's why I personally, man, sideboarding is so weird with this version too. Yeah, it's yeah. Sideboarding is just super weird with this version because in this kind of matchup I want to cut the Azusa because it's not so much about ramping, it's more about control, right? Like board control. I guess I'm keeping this hand. It's more about board control, and that's why you can use Azusa safely. Alright, then green source? No green source, so I guess we're going with Colony Garden then. Hopefully you don't counter this Rex Sage and I get to blow out their Vial, because that would be sick. What is this? Silvergill Adept, sure. After watching this stream for months, I've finally been convinced to build into this deck. Stormtrooper, that makes me super happy. This deck is amazing. It's a lot of fun. So I hope you have as much fun as I have when I'm playing it, because It's freaking great. I think I'm gonna be playing Rex Sage on Shaman. When you're right hand mind war, you just run in one alongside the Ballista. Oh, they do have it 2-2. Yeah, I guess I'll take my block. That's fine. Where are you just running one? No, soulless. You can if you go to my account there, you can see all the past stream lists that I've been running. So you can check them out over there, and you can see what lists I've been running. Thassa, God of the Sea. That's hilarious and actually quite good right here. The good thing is now I don't need to make an uncounterable Sage, so I can save this for when we draw prime time. Yeah, I'm not going to I'm not gonna try to destroy your indestructible Thassa. Don't worry about that. I haven't seen Thassa of Merfolk in a really long time. Yeah, you got it, Soulless. Oh yeah, grilled cheese. We have the new emote. So far we have only played against Merfolk, and we just won game 1. Okay. So we got some blockers, and this isn't a creature, right? So I guess I can actually destroy the Thassa if they manage to get up to like the devotion, then that's actually good for me because I can kill it with tragic arrogance. That's hilarious. 31 minutes and no Neoform, sick. Yep. Definitely the amount of Neoform has gone down considerably since the since the Mulligan rule changed. No attacks. That's very good for me. That's very, very good for me. V-click. If they do have access to a counterspell, then they should definitely take nothing, because I don't have double white for this. So slot performance so far has been as expected, really bad. Ovoro can only return to itself. This is Return of War, Palace of the Clouds. This is not Caracas. So this doesn't do much. This is basically like a way to play around Choke and to filter Mutavault mana, because they can like float for blue and then they tap Mutavault to return this and then replay this. Darth Jugalosam, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, my opponent made the correct play, which is to not take anything, because so at that point I am 100% sure that they are playing that they have a counterspell in hand, and I guess I'm just going to play out my hand, right? Nah, I guess I'm gonna hold a cavern. No, I think I'm just gonna not play anything, because I want to hold up the Ghost Quarter for like the Mutable attack or something, and I want to load this up so my opponent cannot attack. So I think I'm simply not gonna play the Azusa. I just pass the turn, and I'm going to protect this cavern from my opponent showed me Tectonic Edge too. So if I draw a Titan, I want to make sure that it's uncounterable. Ended up getting an 80 on that exam. Oh, sick! Wow, good job, Petrizzo. I think that I have one. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Target creature can't be blocked. Okay. They're just gonna go all in. Okay with this. Trade here. Block here. Block here. This seems like very good trades for me. And I'm not going to like Ghost Quarter this because I don't want my opponent to have access to double blue, so they have deprived mana. Play well, get rewarded. So we're gonna add red. White. Why do I keep saying the wrong color of mana? We're gonna do this. We're just going to make an uncounterable Primeval Titan. Now we are actually going to bounce. Yes. We're gonna get Garrison plus Stronghold. Bouncing. Oops, I guess I cannot haste. My bad. My bad. Yeah, I messed it up. I counted 2 for whatever reason. Oh well. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Okay, just pass the turn. Womp womp. Just Prime says my sub will be able to make May 2nd. Maybe it unlocks at a certain time. I have no idea, to be honest with you, Angus Thermophile. Yeah, Minamo on taps. Minamo on taps. Yeah. So again, another example of Grazer being wrong, worse than Scout, right? We could have hasted a Titan very easily if this had been Scouts. This is a very real. Sure. Tectonic Edge resolves. You got it. Take 3. We're gonna charge here. Now that I drew the path, I definitely want to hold that path mana. This makes things really awkward though. So I guess I just play out the Susa. Now I go to combat. If my opponent plays if they play the Trickster, that is fine. Too bad I don't have double white here. I think I just pass the Thassa right now. I don't want to give them a scry. No Dispel. That's cool. Just play the land and pass the turn. 6 available. Save for next frame. I'll capture yours. Yeah, I'm gonna Thermify. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's correct to just like main phase path right there. Also, my opponent only had access to a single blue mana, which means that they cannot, like their only counter magic would be like Dispel or something. Wait a second. I think I just. Oh. Okay. I'll take this. Uncounterable Titan. This is just too much for my opponent to deal with. Sanctuary, Crossroads. Bounce, Crossroads, replay, Crossroads. Now we are out of reach. We are going to swing here. Yes. Do a Simic? At this point, it just really doesn't matter. At this point, I can just like be making like plays at random, and it's not going to matter. It did some blocking, I guess. It also could block the click if I wanted to, I guess. So maybe that is somewhat relevant. Like, what is this? What is this attack? Like, yeah, block here and block here. Dismember? Like, sure. You got one of my Titans. Except you didn't, because now I can just go squatter you. Put a charge counter. Yeah. GG's. People out there are still playing Merfolk. Very interesting to me. Yeah, Sloth did some blocking. I guess. But again, like, it was like I wouldn't have needed to block if I had been able to like haste that Titan on that turn that I wasn't able to. It's important to understand like all of that stuff. Yes, Angus Thermophile. That is correct. That is correct. Yikes. I guess I'm going to keep. So I guess I have. Huh. Good to know. I guess I have a couple of shows this weekend that I didn't know about. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to stream then, I guess. Also, my opponent moved to 4. More basic forests. Hope they're playing a Blood Moon deck over there. Because we got the Blood Moon covered. Mana Leak this. I'll be okay with that. This guy doesn't do much right here. Scout would, of course, again be good. Unless my opponent has a Lightning Bolt. If they have a Lightning Bolt, then I guess that this is going to be better than Scout. Going to F6 here. I wonder what I'm playing against. I'm going to preemptively play this just because if I draw a bounce land, now I can make if I draw a bounce land, I can make the Titan uncounterable next turn. which seems like a play I might be interested in making. What is my opponent on? It would be very very sad if they are on Storm and now they like gifts at end of turn and then they untap and I lose. Flood survives, ambush viper blocks. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this sloth power. Just look at it. 29 lands. I'm gonna hold it. Maybe I need like a 1 mana boost down the line. I don't know yet. But yeah, so far Grazer being very, very unimpressive. Though to be fair, Scout would also be pretty bad here too. I'm gonna die to a multi-4. I'm gonna die to a multi-4 because I never saw any lands. This makes me so sad. Blast Song has been very bad so far. This is -1. So I guess I don't want to give them this, and I don't want to give them this. Because if they want a revival, they can revival, but that means that they are like -1 in cards. Yep, gonna die to a multi-4. Yeah. We just never drew land. This is deterministic, right? That's disgusting that now I know, like, their last card in hand is the revival, so I know that they either top decked exactly the Varal that they were missing, or the Past in Flames that they were missing, or the ritual that they were missing. So like they top decked exactly the card that they needed, which is a little bit annoying, honestly. Yeah, at this point it's just deterministic, I think. We also die with Pact of Negation in our hand, but just like no double blue to pay for it. So okay, I'm just gonna concede. We died. Okay, sideboarding. We want our counter magic. I guess we want this guy, maybe? Ooh, also it's a scout, except that we are not playing scout anymore. So, that's sad. That's real sad right there. I don't want Ballista, I don't want Primal Command. I might want Primal. Nah, I don't want Primal Command. Definitely want Bog, definitely want this. I don't want Colony. Also don't want Ghost Squatter. I guess I'd rather have Blast Zone over Ghost Squatter. And yeah, I think this is fine. I don't think I want a 5 mana removal spell. Is the stream quality okay? Is it like freezing or something? Because it's telling me, whoops, something went wrong, but it seems like it isn't. Yeah, stream looks like it's fine. I think Twitch is just drunk. Okay, let's see if we can draw cards this time around. This is not good enough, right? Just seems like it's not good enough. This is also not good enough. Why can't I mull to 4 and beat my opponent? They did mull to 4 and beat me, right? It's only fair. Yeah, we're gonna die. I don't think we can do better in 4 though. Not with this mulligan rule. I don't think we can do better in 4. I do feel pretty dead. Just run out the barrel because they know I can't punish them. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad, man. Feels real bad. Oh, maybe they do have Moon. Yeah, they probably have Blood Moon. This makes me even sadder than I was before. Even sadder than I was before. Dark Ritual. Manamorphose. Somehow it feels like this Spell Pierce is not gonna cut it, huh? Somehow it feels like Spell Pierce might not do it for me here. I don't know why, but it feels like that a little bit. I miss my third negate. Where are you, third negate? Where are you? Come back, third negate. I miss you. Oh, maybe they don't have it, huh? Maybe they're just like missing something. Electroman. Okay, they're going off next turn. Explosives. Or this card, sure. Or that one. That also, yeah. That one also plays, whatever. Colby slots have been very bad so far. But yeah, I would consider this version, like the white splash version of the deck, to be much worse against specifically Storm. But you don't really see Storm around that much anymore. It has kind of fallen off the metagame. Yeah, well, that's literally what we're doing, Colby. We're just playing this list for science. I knew that it was probably gonna be worse than Scout List. The fact that they are just like flashing back past in flames just for value makes me seem that they are really missing something. They're missing some piece. The next deck is the new Grixis rank combo, yeah. That would make me quit this league very, very quickly. That would make me quit this league very, very quickly. Do we pierce the Serum Visions? There's no way I pierce the Serum Visions. Though the value of this spell pierce is going down by the second here. But at this point, I think I just need to somehow get really, really lucky and like be able to counter some important spell or whatever. I left two cards on top with the previous visions. Yeah, we're super screwed. I'm just dying to like beats. Just dying to the Arboreal Electromancer beatdown. Got a ritual and visions. Got a visions. One bottom, one top. Have 7 cards in hand. Why am I not dead yet? Please explain to me, why am I not dead yet? What's going on here? Final decision, like I think it would be good. No, I think it's gonna be terrible, Foxy Potato. Yeah, I think it's very, very bad. I think it doesn't do anything that we want to do, and I think that Primal Command is just better. You can play it earlier, and it has a much bigger impact, either gaining life, getting you out of range, and like exiling your opponent's graveyard. Like, what is the upside of that like devastation, right? Like 5 mana Azusa. That's not something I'm interested in. I'm interested in Masusa because she's 3 mana. Like 5 mana Rex Sage, but at that point, the Primal Command does exactly the same. I just don't think that it makes any sense. Like what the card does doesn't make any sense in our deck. But I do think that people are like very hasty at saying, oh, this card is green and you know it might be good in this and this and this situation. It's just like, yeah, but like how often do those situations actually happen? Like what issue is this fixing for us? You know, and that is the real question. That is the only question that you should be asking yourself. Like if you're choosing to play a card, then okay, that's lethal. You have to think about the scenarios in which the card is going to be good. I just want to point out that we kept a one spell 4 lands, and we drew 5 lands in a row. And in the last game, we like the 5 land. I had 4 lands in our opener, and we only drew 1 in 6 turns. Bad beats. But yeah. Happy Thursday, Scott. How you doing? You think you're new for me to rebuild? Yeah. I spent $90 on the 4 places of cards I didn't know for the Neoform deck. I have a problem. Yeah. Dark Dwellers. Wow, you're going real deep, FTCC. You're going like real deep. And yes, so I would much rather have like 5 mana, a card that's good and does something, like Exile in the Yard, which can be relevant, Gaining Life, which can also be relevant, or like putting a Blood Moon on top, and then Titan next turn, than in spending 8 mana for a Titan. Also, this command can actually fetch for other relevant cards, like command can fetch for Walking Ballista and stuff like that. I don't think that that card has anything that we're interested in. That card being the, what's his name? Sloth. Let's draw the Sloth here, because the Sloth would be better. Okay, we didn't draw the Sloth, but the Sloth would be better than. The Sloth would have been better than Scout in this scenario right here. And that is the scenario that I was trying to maximize. 10-1 green source into sloth, into turn 2 3-drop, into turn 4, into turn 3, I guess. I mean, having access to Titan mana, we don't have a Titan in hand, but you know, we have access to the mana that we would need for it. Steerings for an AmuLIT Vigor. I think I'm gonna wait one more turn. Wait and see what my opponent is on. And have them not maximize their mana, the mana uses. Primal Command, what is this? We're trying the Sloth version. So far, very, very unimpressed by the Sloth. I don't think it's a very good card. Echo Papa. Do you guys think it's worth investing a lot of time getting good at a particular deck in Modern with bringing so many new cards? I hope this is Phoenix and it's not Storm again, because that would make me very sad. I mean, if actually Horizons becomes good and it brings more decks into the modern landscape and stuff like that, if that's actually something that happens, it would make sense to assume that modern would get more popular, which would make the value of cards go up. So I think that if you are interested in investing in modern, you're interested in playing in modern, you're interested in playing modern, then right now it's probably the time to make the investment. That's me just like thinking off the top of my head. I am no math expert or anything, or like magic finance expert, I guess. Yeah, Janito Lopez, that sounds like a very good deal. How you thought about replacing the Azusa with Runeshu Show on the Ballista with Wizard Madness? Good, yeah, and then we play Sakama for good measure. Command is a few months old tech. I am aware. I am aware. So now the sequence is gonna be interesting. Do we want to command? I am not particularly interested in shuffling my opponent's graveyard, for example, or in I may be interested in putting the Statements on top, deny them of a draw step, and fetch for a prime time. I really don't care about this 0-3. I think I'm just going to like play everything. Yeah, so I'm going to Sanctuary, that's gonna make me 3 mana, and then I play GQ. I'm gonna try to maximize my lands in play though. So I guess we can do Gemstone. Sanctuary, yeah, this is gonna maximize my lands in play. We're gonna do Gemstone Sanctuary, Bound Sanctuary. We're gonna play the Grazer, and then we're gonna play out the Ghost Quarter. This is going to untap, and this is going to play the Relic, and this gives me the most amount of mana already in play. Well, that's one that we can put on top of my opponent's deck. That seems like pretty good value right there. They kind of need to kill this Azusa right here. Yep. Just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have access to 9 mana. I'm going to play the card that exiles a bunch of things. Sure. That literally didn't do anything, right? It really did not. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna bounce this. We're gonna put Target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library. Search your library for a creature card. So we're gonna put this on top, and we're gonna search for a prime time. And now I'm going to go squatter my opponent. So if they wanna get a land, they need to shuffle the thing. Yeah. Okay. So they shuffle the Ascension. Okay, Papa. Sorry, I forgot to finish the question. I think that yes, if you want to have success in Modern, you need to like choose your deck and then basically get very good at it. That is what everybody recommends, and there's a good reason for that recommendation. Is the fact that it works. It's not a coincidence I usually see the same people playing the same decks in the top 8s of events and whatnot. Okay. I am very fine with what's happening right now. I think we are going to win this game. There's a looting. Maybe my opponent finds a couple of phoenixes now, but at this point it's just too late. There's one phoenix. We can also block the phoenix if we want to. Hell yeah. Value. Yeah, the slot has been pretty bad so far. I mean, it hasn't been bad. It just has been like worse than Scout would have been, basically. They know I have a prime time, so I could 16 them here, but if I 16 them, then I'm not. Okay, they just concede. If I 16 them here, then they just chump, so they could just go down to 1. Okay, so we want path. We want explosive. I don't think we want this. We want this, and we want this for sure, though. Don't want ballista. I think we want this. We don't want this. We, I guess, don't want ghost quarter. What else don't we want? Take out 1 summoner's pact. I guess the Grazers are actually theoretically fine against Phoenix. So maybe we can side out just the 1 instead of siding out the full 4 like we do with Scout. I feel like we might want Blast Zone. I'm just not sure, really. Maybe it is fine, though. If we're playing this, I definitely want to side out something, though. Some land. But all of my lands are better than the Blast Zone, though. Yeah, I think I just don't want the Blast Zone. It's pretty slow. This is one of the issues. Like, sideboarding is pretty hard when you change the list every day. Like Blast Zone over Vestige. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Vestige is one of my white sources, though, so that's a consideration right there, but it might be fine. And I think I can take out the steerings. Like, I'd much rather have access to an actual land because I'm playing Grazer instead of having access to a cantrip in steerings. Though steerings finds me Coalition Relic, which is something to think about. Blast Zone over Crossroads? No, I definitely want Crossroads against Phoenix. I think we're keeping this. It's a slow one, but it's pretty resilient. Especially if my opponent goes for like, I actively want my opponent to Blood Moon me on turn 3. Because that would help me ramp. That would be hilarious. What do you think about AmuLIT in the current meta? What is the current meta? I have no idea what the current meta is right now. The mulligan rule literally changed. When was it? Like yesterday or 2 days ago? Definitely wouldn't comment there. I don't even know. The Wolf Brother, we haven't brought it in any matchup so far. Humans, Tron, and he said Phoenix on top. I like the Tron matchup. I like the Phoenix matchup. I am not particularly psyched about the Humans matchup, but it's a fine matchup. Let's see what we find here. Relic is fine. So I guess we are going to play Forest there. Hopefully my opponent moons me here, and then they don't have a second Blood Moon. That would be the ideal scenario for me. Oh, we did bring in Tolsimir? I totally missed that. Oh, yeah, I guess we brought it in. We brought it in against Merfolk, and we just never drew it, so it didn't really matter. Not a bad draw. Not a bad draw right there. We're in a Giant here. Gonna play our Coalition Relic, and we are going to pass the turn like nobody's business. Yeah, I do consider the Humans matchup to be unfavorable. I don't think it's positive by any means. Double Phoenix is very annoying actually. Because if I path the thing here, that would delay my prime time for 2 turns. I think I'm gonna be forced into pathing this though. Or maybe not. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Play prime time. Or I can do 1, 2, 3. Play a Sousa. I think I'd rather do that. I died to double Lightning Bolt, but my opponent like really cannot. Oh, they just go for it. I think I path in response here. Because otherwise I'm making their faithless looting. Okay. Dudes get bounced. Now I pay for this. Now this resolves. Now they're gonna flashback looting. Gonna draw 2 and discard 2 Phoenixes, which is very annoying. I don't think there's much I could have done about that. I guess that our best draw here would be Hornet Queen. Can I double strike here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have access to 9 mana. So that means that I can Azusa and I can go up to 7 if I want to. Stupid Phoenix deck. I can play in haste prime time, but if I do, then I can only gain 2 life. So if I play prime time, I get bounce plus Simic. I think I'm gonna need to play out the Azusa to gain a couple more life here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and here we're gonna do. I guess we're gonna do. Yikes, this is so bad. We can do bounce plus crossroads. Then we're going to bounce gemstone. We're gonna bounce it, reset. Yeah, I died to lightning bolt, but I think that's the best I can do. I can gain 2, gain 4, and exile their graveyard. That's relevant in the face of Snapcaster, which they showed me in the previous game. I guess that's gonna be better. Okay. This is not good. I think that we are going to die here, but this is the best that I can do at least. It's probably not gonna be enough. It's probably not gonna be enough. They need to have exactly 9 though, which they do. Okay. Anything of note here? No. Alright, let's run it back. Where were you? I needed you. We're gonna mulligan this. Can do better. I guess we're keeping this one. Bottom that one, we have no white source, so. Need to get lucky here. Can we please get lucky? I think I'm gonna Vesuva the island this coming turn. Okay, that's something. The reason for this, if I top deck Engineered Explosives and my opponent Blood Moons me, I can Explosives for 2. For 3, sorry. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. Yeah, I guess. Alright, that's something. I'm gonna name Giant here, and then we're going to pass the turn. Just casually pass the turn. What can I transmute for here? Do I want to transmute for something? I definitely am not gonna play into my opponent's like Lightning Bolt or Remand or whatever. So I think I'm just going to play a basic forest and pass a turn. Having the second forest in play also means that I don't need to fetch. I don't need to waste one of my tutors to fetch for a basic forest, which is pretty cool. Is this the Blood Moon turn? What deck would you play if you couldn't play AmuLIT? That's a really good question. No, I don't think they have made a decision yet, Foxy Potato. If I couldn't play AmuLIT, I think... What would I play if I couldn't play AmuLIT? I don't think I've ever considered this. as dumb as it sounds, I don't I don't think I've ever considered this. I think I would play Black Green Rock. I think I would play Black Green Rock. Boom, boom, boom. Am I interested in keeping this island here? I think I actually am. So I'm gonna haste. Yeah, Vesuva's fine as a bounce here. I didn't have blue at any point. Like I was setting up with the turn 5 Titan like I just did, and I did at no point I had access to double blue. Because I top decked this in my last turn, so I at no point I would have been able to transmute. This is fine. I guess we're gonna bounce the cavern now. Swing. And now we are pretty far ahead, so I think I'm just going to bog. Bog and Crossroads? Okay, sure. Yeah, we're just fine. So 3 deuce. If I did that and my opponent blood moves me in the turn after, then I don't have access to the play that I have, right? Because I would have needed to bounce the island, or I guess I would have needed to bounce the bounce land again. In which case I don't have access to 6 mana on this turn right here. So okay, so my opponent's going for the surgical plan, I guess. Yeah, I think my opponent has been setting this up the whole game. No? Well, I guess they haven't. Summoner's Pact? I guess they haven't been setting this up for the whole game. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Play this one. You got it. This then full stroke resolves. This then full stroke resolves. Alright, 2 on 1. Well, 3 deuce, it is, except that I had a Summoner's Pact in hand, so I can always pact for Sage. Reclamation Sage was in my deck, so I still had Blood Moon covered, even with the play that I made. I would expect you to play something like Devoted Company. I did try the Devoted Company deck, and it's fun, but it's just not that good. It's just not that good. Decks that I have enjoyed in Modern, weirdly, are Blue-White Control. For whatever reason, I enjoy Blue-White a lot. I enjoy Blue-White a lot. I enjoy Twin a lot as well, except this deck is not particularly excellent. It's just okay. I enjoy like Traverse Shadow. I don't enjoy Grixis too much, but Traverse Shadow, I think it's a lot of fun. Black Green Rock, I also do think it's a lot of fun. John is actually a lot of fun too. Whir Prison is okay too. I enjoy Whir Prison, but the problem with Whir Prison is that I cannot, like, Susurrus, for example, plays this deck every single stream, and I could not take it. I play through one league and I'm like, okay, that's enough Whir Prison for me for today. I have a lot of fun through that one league, but that's as far as I go. Grixis is cool. I used to play a little bit of Grixis Control as JVP became legal. As soon as JVP became legal and everybody was going nuts about Grixis Control and everybody was playing Grixis with like 2 or 3 JVPs and like Tassiger and whatnot. I tried Grixis back then, and it was okay. It wasn't like mind blowing. There's something about blue white that I enjoy way too much. Is this better than the high mind one? I don't know. That's why we're trying it out. I don't think it is, but I might be surprised. I don't know. Wow, we have the nuts. I guess we have like, we finally found the scenario, the specific scenario where Grazer is better than Scout. Crazy. We finally did it. Snap on K command is everything I want to do in Modern. Yeah. Snap K command is fun. I like playing Snap K command in Legacy. That really is a lot of fun. But that's about it. I don't enjoy Snap K command in Modern as much as I do in Legacy. Yep, it happened. Grazer enabled a turn 3 Titan that Scout would not have. So yeah, good job, dude. Good job. Yeah, I'll take the block. I will take my free block right here. Thank you very much. Green. Summoner's Pact. Primeval. Yeah, that's right. This is the second time we play against Merfolk this league. That's pretty insane. T-West, Simic Growth. Tech Edge doesn't do it. Ghost Quarter doesn't do it. Tech Edge plus Spreading Seas also doesn't do it. Yeah, we're looking fine here. Opponent cannot attack. We're doing alright. We're doing alright here. Eesh. These plus draw right here. These plus. We can explosives on 2. So if I swing and I get Sunhome plus... If I get Sunhome plus Simic, I bounce the basic forest. Then my opponent needs to respect the primetime attack. So they cannot triple block. So I do Sunhome plus Simic Growth. And if they do not block, I transmute for explosives on 2 and play it out. And my opponent can't really do anything about it. Yep. This puts my opponent in between a rock and a hard place. That's the expression, right? Between a rock and a hard place. Get engineered explosives. Play Celestia Sanctuary. Sanctuary this. Play explosives for 2. Pass the turn. I bet Nikachu's salting off right now. Yeah. I have played against Nikachu a couple of times before, but he always plays Merfolk, so I always beat him. Because he plays a deck that has a very miserable matchup against me, so We can take that out. We can take Vestige out. How do I get my cyber guide? You just send me a PM. Just send me a PM, and I will send you a message with the cyber guide, so you can check it out. They want summoners back. I guess I'm gonna take out one Asusa, one Grazer. This is what I did last time, I think, and one Primal Command. Oh, we did bring in the Tolsimir, I think. There. The only thing that makes him more upset is artifact. Oh, he just like hates AmuLIT or something. Frost002, thank you very much for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the support. Yeah, we're keeping this one. Oh yeah. Untapped land would be sweet here. Never lucky. Never lucky. Swing with Mutable. You got it. AmuLIT. Play Celestia Sanctuary. Bounce this one. Play AmuLIT. Pass a turn. So we can Tolsimir next turn. If my opponent taps out, we're gonna prime time them. Second Mutable. Second Mutable resolves. Alright, sweet. 1 mana left. Yeah, they're getting prime timed real hard. You're getting prime time real hard, OP. Just getting prime time real hard here. I'm not going for haste. I'm gonna play around the Trickster. Yes. Should I Blast Zone them? No, because that's... I guess I'm going to double transmute. This is interesting. So I can double transmute, or I can... I think I'm gonna get T-West plus Sanctuary. And I'm going to transmute plus hold up path. That seems to be the better play. Yeah, I think it's even worse for him because like I've played this matchup a ton, so I really doubt that he's gonna be able to get an edge against me. If there's one matchup that I know inside and out, is the Merfolk matchup for whatever reason. I think it's actually gonna be better for me to do Crossroads plus Simic. If I do Crossroads Simic, that will enable me to transmute and play Eon 2 while holding up Path to Exile. I'm doing some math in my head right now, and I don't know. Actually, that's a lie. Actually, it's gonna give me 2 white mana and 2 blue and 2 green. That's 6 mana total. I want to play out this guy right now. That's what I'm trying to set up right here. I don't think it's gonna be possible. So I think I'm just going to Kavita Kalni, which seems kind of good enough. So it's going to allow me to play... We're going to do white and leave white untapped, green and leave green untapped. I was trying to do like explosives and transmute at the same time, But I don't think there's any way that I can do that while still representing cracking the explosives. So I think it's gonna be this turn I'm gonna do this, and then next turn I am going to be able to do some stuff and some things. You gotta lower the foot Atlantis. Yeah, that sounds about right. Also, my opponent was 4-0. I ruined their 5-0. But yep. The folk really struggle with 6/6 double demonic tutors. Is whatever he's an earth. I don't know him, so I don't want to like speak badly on him. I mean, he's a beast with Merfolk though. Like he's very very good at playing Merfolk. It's just funny that whenever I play against him, I just beat it because like my deck is just very good against his deck. It's just what happens. Like the same way that Susurrus beats me every time, or used to. Like I have not played against Susurrus since I have started running Tragic Arrogance, and I never played against him while playing Hive Mind in the main either. So I haven't played against him when my deck is a little bit more set up to beat him. But yeah, I would bet that my record against Nikachu is pretty high. My win percentage against him must be pretty damn high. But yep, good times. As long as I'm playing against Merfolk twice a league instead of playing against the Neoform deck twice a league, I am down with playing Modern, if that's the case. As long as that's the case, I'm okay. Sarcasm doesn't. Well, you forgot the kappa, Foxy Potato. Like kappa is basically like the epitome of sarcasm. And if you are really hip, you would access to the Sakappa, which is the most sarcastic of them all. Yeah, I'll keep this. Oh yeah, you see, Legendary Chaos knows what's up. You see, they got access to the real Kappa, the next level Kappa, the Sakappa. That's how you know that you're really messing. Alright, opponent moves to 5 and they're playing Tron. We have a D plus hand against Tron. We don't have an incredible hand against Tron, but we have an okay hand against Tron. We're gonna get turn 3 Karns, aren't we? We're so gonna get turn 3 Karn. This makes me really sad. This makes me real sad over here. Sloth. Yeah, I can't think for fact. Am I really? Oh, classic. Move to 5, turn 3 Karn you on the play. Good times. Good times. Alright, we like this, and that's it. Oh yeah, we used to bring the other pact. That's what I was looking for. We take this out, we take this out, we take Bog out, we take Relic out. And that's it. Takfron indeed. Don't you think on Emrakul the Promise End? I think Emrakul is a very fine card. that you can play in your sideboard if you would want to. It's definitely a very playable card. Unlike Sakama or something like that, which is not a playable card. Okay. Well, we're gonna hope that we don't get... Nice. This is a turn 2 kill, right? Opponent stepped out, they're on 20. This is a turn... No, it's not a turn 2 kill. No, it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright, sweet. Susa 2, 3. Boom, boom. Bounce this one. Transmute. Summoner's Pact. Play this one. Boom, boom. Summoner's Pact for Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan. Yes. Odo's Garrison, Slayer's Stronghold. As long as Moto doesn't KO me, we're gonna be fine. Shotscape, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Right on time. While we turn to my Tron opponent. Good times had by all. Vesuva, send home. Vesuva, copy this. Boom, 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 boom. Float mana, float mana. Double strike you. Float mana. F6. 20 you. You should watch your VODs. Felt like I had to give back. I watched like 20. Well, thank you, Shotscape. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you're right on time. Sorry that I... There we go. Update right there. And we can update our turn 2 counter. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you can move to 5 and turn 3 a Karn, or you can just keep your 7 and just turn 2 a Primeval Titan that's lethal, you know? It's just life choices. That is just life choices. This is an interesting hand. I think I'm going to keep, actually. We were really banking on these steerings to hit something good, but if it does... Alright. We got some interaction, we got prime time, we just need lands, basically. We have ramp too, the form of this guy. Yeah, I should have had my turn 2 kill on game 1. I punted. I clearly punted. Shotscapes. For the first question, you just send me a PM. And for the second question, it has been pretty bad. It hasn't been particularly good so far. Turn 3 Tron. Whee! Steerings. For T-West. That's funny. This is gonna be too slow. Whisper and Twitch, yeah. Whisper and Twitch will do it. Peace out. Time for football. Stay classy. Thank you, Foxy Potato. Thanks for hanging out. Have a nice match. Alright, am I getting Karn again? I am getting Karn again. Again, Sloth being considerably worse than Scout. If this had been a Scout, we would have actually been able to keep up with this Karn because I would have been able to attack. We would be ahead on mana right now too. But because we have Sloth instead of Scout, we are losing the game. So yeah, this has been very bad. Except for specifically that one game against Nikachu, where we managed to play a Titan on turn 3 because of the Sloth. Again, except for that specific game, Sloth was strictly worse than Scout every single time we drew it. So yeah, my thoughts were confirmed. Basically, my thoughts were confirmed, and this card is just worse Scout. The specific scenario where it's better than Scout is just doesn't happen enough. And we did the comparison right now, right? Like every time that we drew the Grazer against Tron, against Merfolk, against did we draw it against Phoenix? No, we didn't draw it against Phoenix. I don't remember. Against what was the deck that had V-Click? Oh, that was the first Merfolk opponent. Yeah. Okay. In conclusion, I don't like this card. I didn't like it before. I still don't like it. I think it's worse than Scout, and I missed Scout a lot. And I actually lost 2 games because I had Grazer and didn't have Scout. So that's important. That's important to try. You got to try Tolsimir as well. Not really, but that piece of art is jaw-droppingly good. This. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just attacking all the zombies. Aren't the zombies like the good guys in like War of the Spark? Aren't the zombies killing like Nicole Bolas or something? I don't even know. Zombie Jaws. Tolsimir, we drew it 0 times. And the one time that we drew it that we could have casted, my opponent was against Merfolk, and my opponent had nothing on board, and it was just like strictly better for us to go with the prime time instead of with the poor elf scout. So it also wasn't particularly good, but mostly because we didn't draw it. This card we also never looked for. So the only card that we got to test, and I basically confirmed my suspicions, which is that it's just worse Scout. Do you like the time you did twice against Burn? Zombies were portaled by Bolas to distract on Ravnica. Liliana turned Codron on Bolas and made the zombies steal the drums. Okay. I don't really follow the lore, so I have no idea. All I can tell you is that this card is not very good. I think I might not have time to finish a second league. I'm gonna give it a shot though. Let's give it a shot. Because, you know, oh, small sample size, blah blah blah. Let's make it a bigger sample size. Let's extend the sample size and see what happens. I finished 3-1. I lost to Tron. I got turn 3 Karn twice, and the Sloth lost me. The Sloth lost me a game that Scout. I don't know if Scout would have won that game, but it would have given me a chance. While Sloth just lost me the game. The Vorthos is weak with this one. I have no idea what the Vorthos is. I understand the Star Wars reference, but yeah. Yeah, let's just like handicap myself by playing a suboptimal card. Just so I can tell people that I tried it and that what I thought was gonna be the case ended up actually being the case. Nothing less like some good old confirmation bias, huh? Good guy confirmation bias. This also gives me the time to let you guys know and remind you that you should definitely hit that follow button if you are enjoying the content. We play a lot of Modern and AmuLIT and potentially some Legacy from time to time, trying to make that a weekly thing. This week has been kind of all over the place, so I basically just like stream whenever I got the chance, but hopefully it will stabilize soon. If you want to subscribe, you can get access to these beautiful emotes. Now we have access to 3 emotes, as well as my exclusive cyber guide for subscribers. If you want to check out previous streams, you can do so in my YouTube channel. You can go subscribe there for free, and you can get notified whenever I upload new streams. If you want to join the AmuLIT Discord, that's the place to do it. If you want to go and follow me on Twitter, wow, MTGBot is really lagging today. If you want to follow me on Twitter and social media, if MTGBot wants to, it will show you how to follow me on Twitter. I guess it doesn't want to. Never mind. If you want to finally see your deck played on stream, oh, Redux, thank you for that Twitch subscription, tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. And as I was saying right there, finally MTGBot figured it out. If you want to make any donation to the stream, I always appreciate donations, of course. And with any donation of $12 or more, I will play your 75 live on stream, and then we'll of course go over it afterwards, and go over possible changes and whatnot. But yeah, any deck that you want to see played live, it can be done with any donation of $12 or more, which covers the entry fee of the league. If you're Argentinian, do you speak Spanish? Yes, Spanish is my mother tongue. That's why I don't speak. My English is kind of like weird, and the accent is kind of thick. It's because it's heavily influenced by the fact that Spanish is my first language. I think I'm gonna go turn 1 AmuLIT with this hand. If I draw Azusa, I guess it doesn't do anything, right? Never mind. I still think it's correct to AmuLIT on 1. Maybe I move to 6 and then keep. Still drumming, yep. That's my job. That is my job. And unlike other people, I actually love my job, so not expecting to quit on that one anytime soon. We're playing against Shadow. Are people still playing Shadow? Guess so. Following you from Spain. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. They're probably gonna take the pact here. They take the steerings. Okay. So I guess that they have another Discord spell. That's the only... That's kind of like the only way that play makes any sense. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna pass the turn. Next turn, I think I'm going to play the Vesuva, copy my opponent's Watery Grave. I think that's gonna be the play. Yeah, as I suspected, second Discord spell was coming up. Yeah, honestly, I mean, people are stubbornly, who knows, stubbornly still playing Shadow. I mean, I'm still stubbornly playing AmuLIT, right? So I can't really fault them for doing exactly the same thing that I am. So, although I guess AmuLIT is good right now. I mean, it's okay. It was very good like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but the modern meta shifts real quick. Yasusa. Let's say a Yasusa, and I play all my lands. Then if I top deck a land, I pay for Pact, have 1 mana floating, I top deck a bounce land, which is my best draw. The thing is, I don't want to get like Snap Thoughtseized, which would also grow the Shadow out of control too. So that doesn't make me really particularly happy either. What do I do here? I think I'm just gonna play the Gemstone and like pass the turn and see what my opponent has. Most people that are in the Bogan think it's fine. Yeah. They were talking with Edgar about doing this, like, you know, like fight or whatever, where they were going to like bet money and like play AmuLIT against a gauntlet or something, and then I just never heard anything else from that. I'm still waiting. I would enjoy that very much. So people are running 3 snap 2 JVP. Tassiger. Well, I haven't seen this one in a while. In huh. 7 plus 4, it's 11. So I guess if they have TBR, I die. I think that the play is to copy my opponent's Watery Grave, go get a Summoner's Pact, and try to go for the kill next turn. If they have TBR, I die, and I'm very much aware of this. But I like the way to play around TBR is to basically I can't play around TBR, so I'd rather play around Thoughtseize/Stub by using this turn to play Water Grave and transmit for a second Summoner's Pact, and then next turn I am very likely to kill my opponent. I die to many things. I die to many things, like Shockland plus Bolt. I die to a lot of things. But I'm playing around what I can play around. What about transmit for you, Pact? That doesn't do anything, right? It's the same thing to just like let the Summoner's Pact resolve and then let the stab resolve and then Summoner's Pact again. The difference is that getting a second Summoner's Pact allows me to also play around Thoughtseize, and Pact of Negation does not allow me to play around Thoughtseize. So transmitting for double Summoner's Pact is, I think it's strictly correct. I think that people have been running Snap forever, right? I know Dido, which is Dido Guidotti, which is like the guy that I follow when it comes to Shadow. He's been running Snapcaster since forever, basically. So, all right, F6. I did what I could. I did what I could. I died to a lot of things, but I can't beat most things either way. They have a shock there. If they have a Snapcaster or another Thoughtseize or something like that, I die because the Shadow is lethal. They don't shock? Whoa. I guess they don't have TBR, huh? What is their hand? Summoner's Pact? Stub. Summoner's Pact, I say. They have second stub. I guess I'm technically not dead. I guess I'm technically not dead. We literally had like two cards left, and those 2 cards are. That's gross. This is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. Yeah. We got by Shadow. To the surprise of absolutely nobody. I am going to block your Death Shadow, good sir. Yes, block your Death Shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess we would have won right there if we had top deck another Pact or a Titan, so. Ha! Or we could have top deck the Grazer. The Sloth. The Sloth. Alright, this one we want, this one we want, this one we very much want, this one we want. All of this we want. This we want. Out with that one, out with this. I guess out with this one. Well, we're playing Blast Zone though, so I guess we want to out with both of those. -1 Summoner's Pact. -1 Grazer. I don't want to leave my amulets. I guess -2 of this guy. This guy sucks. I already regretting just playing another league with this guy. This guy sucks. It's worse with Excavator, it's worse with Tireless Tracker. Just so bad. It's so bad. Ugh. Something like this. Tolsimir is pretty bad. Okay, let's go. Please don't tell me stupid monkey's bird. Let's go. No, it's... Yeah, no. Ariana, you're fine. You're fine, Ariana. Yeah, this guy... Basically, I already lost 2 games because I was playing Scout. Because I was playing the Sloth instead of playing the Scout. That's already 2 games that I lost because of it. Inquisition. Yeah, I mean we gotta test it though, right? That's what we do here. I'm playing out the Gemstone Mine instead of the Sanctuaries because in case I draw Tolari West, I want to have access to blue mana. Please Thoughtseize me again, or like use another Disco Spell or whatever. Just don't play an Angler or Shadow, please. Oh, braid my amulet. That's fine. Nice, 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 real nice, nice draws, nice top decks here. Nice, good stuff. Nice, nice, nice. Well, that's actually cool. The Whiffsky. Joke's on you, opponent. My hand sucks. Got him. Got him. I mean, if they continue without having access to a threat, I might have actually a chance. No threat. They know about this. But I might want this on insect, so I guess I want to wait 1 more turn. I think they have perfect info, so I think I'm just going to like put a counter on this and just move on with my life. Get that F6 value. F6 value. They go down to 8. Now what? If this is a Snapcaster or Braid, I'm okay with that. That's a Tasigur. Not so okay with that one. What did I say last turn? What did I say last turn? I'm not gonna play the Cavern yet because I might wanna play it on Insect. What did I say? What did I say? One step ahead. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. I have this one opponent. Which one do you got? Which one do you got? Nice Tasigur, bro. No, I didn't, Ariana. I haven't done any testing. Ooh, are you gonna get back an Inquisition? Ooh, are you gonna tap 4 mana to draw an Inquisition of Kozilek? That's cool. That's cool. Good stuff. Oh, what you did miss, Ariana, though, is this right here. And also the no bad matchup emote is cooking right now. The no bad matchups emote is cooking right now. I actually think this one is super close. I think I'm gonna get there with this, guys. So I kind of don't want to get the Teleria West here. I think I'm gonna get the Colony. Yep. If they have explosives, they got me, but like they have this turn to get it. And activating this doesn't do anything because I just give them a Street Wraith when they're at 2. Please activate Tasigur because that would be hilarious. Alright. Hornet Queen doing Hornet Queen things. That was funny. I'm 100% sure that my opponent had the Disdainful Stroke in hand. And they got. Anything we want to change? I don't think so. Nah, this is fine. Ugh. Gross. Okay. Keep. I'm gonna keep this one. Huh. Is this love better or worse? Than Scout with this hand? I think it's worse. And I think I'm going to keep this gemstone on top. It allows me to relic on turn 2. Yeah, Grook the Muck. Basically, I just want to make sure that, you know, if people tell me, ooh, but you only tested for so long, I'm like, no. I did, like, I did my time, okay? I did my time. Don't go around telling me that this card is good, because it is not. I mean, I'm not. I'm not saying that it's not a good card. It's worse than Scout in our deck. That's what I'm trying to prove here. That's what I'm trying to do here. What's my opponent doing? How do we sequence if my opponent doesn't do anything, which is exactly what's going on here? Um, this is interesting. I think. Well, my opponent kept on top though. So do I jam AmuLIT into Stubborn Denial, denying my opponent their scry? Or do I take the safe route and I play the Grazer, playing out the Tolaria West? If I do that, then next turn I have my option of playing AmuLIT or Relic. I think it's gonna be better for me to do this. My opponent gets their scry, which could be relevant, but it's gonna be fine. Of course, not playing out the chamber, because down the line it might be better because of the presence of AmuLIT. So they kept on top and they fetched everywhere anyway. So I guess that we got the best of both worlds there. Nice. Getting value. Sloth is secretly good, is just slow to convince. Well, I think it's hard to convince the other way around. It's fast to convince the other way around. Again, I had two different scenarios where I was doing the math, and I said, okay, like if I had Scout here instead of Sloth, we would win this game. And then we actually had Sloth instead of Scout, and we ended up losing. So I don't think how much more real than that it gets, you know? The only good thing is that it doesn't have defender, so you can attack for value. So that's actually quite important. I think it's strictly correct to attack here against Death Shadow. Buy 1,000 foil slots and then tell everyone that it's busted. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I missed that. That was the play. That was the play for sure. I missed that one now. Surgical extraction, my AmuLIT. Wow, I can't ever win anymore now. I can't ever win now. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, you got me, opponent. Okay, so they do have the... Shit. I guess I just keep them holding up Stubborn Denial. Transmitting for Pact here. Ooh. Uncounterable and thought-seizable engineered explosives? Huh? It does cost me a land drop though. That's actually quite relevant. Do we go for Summoner's Pact or do we go for that? Very interesting. Yeah, Spider Space. That is basically what we are testing. But you know, the modern metagame is it's closer to being in a situation. Also, like Sloth requires you to build your deck in a certain way. Like I'm playing 29 lands right now because I want to, like, you need to have the land in hand when you have the slot, otherwise it doesn't do anything. So all of these things is no. I'm not saying that it's slow. I think it's great. What I'm saying is that it costs me a land drop, and if I draw a Titan on the following turn, then I can't do anything, right? That is what I'm saying about getting Blast Zone here. The thing is, I legit think that my opponent has a Star Wars in hand. What I honestly just missed is the fact that the Shadow is a 3/3, so Stub is actually not enabled. So I could have played out the Coalition Relic, and I didn't. So that was probably a mistake right there. I should have definitely played out the Coalition Relic. But now, depending on what they do, like for example, I think I'm just gonna play out the Blast Zone this turn, and I am simply going to play out the Relic. Resolves. Resolves. Buenos días, Seba Correa. Buenos días. Saludos a los amigos chilenos. Oh, that's a sick draw. That's a sick draw. Okay. So now we get to do everything. Just look at that. Just look at that. No need for me to blow this up right now. In fact, if they only attack for 3, I don't even think I blow this up. Because as long as this is in play, my opponent can't really play more shadows. Like, they are just like depending on this one. And if their clock is just a 3/3, I'm very much okay with that, right? Bolting myself. Actually, you're not wrong. I think bolting themselves might have been the play right there, which is kind of hilarious. Mode Gallias, just so you know, the cyber guy that you get access to right there is the cyber guy that you have access to right there is outdated. Just wanted to point that out. Just so you know, the updated one, they bolt themselves. Sounds good. And now they stub it. You got it. You got it. Holding this card in hand because of K command purposes. And I'm getting in there. I'm getting in there here. Ooh, Mode Gallias, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. If you want access to the updated sideboard guide, send me a whisper here on Twitch, please. And I will make sure that you get it. But yeah, thank you for the support. But yeah, as I was just saying, that this card is not doing anything in the battlefield, right? Because I have enough 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have enough stuff. Like, I have enough lands in play in order to cast everything that I want to cast. So, sacrifice Blast Zone. Shadow down. It's kind of sick that there's like a land. It's kind of sick that there's a land that just like kills a thing. It's pretty crazy. Alright, Azusa, get in there. Get in there, Azusa. Yeah, because it comes into play. Enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it, so Vesuva comes into play with a charge counter on it because of it. Like, you basically cannot have this without counters. So if I have a blast zone with 3 counters on it, and then I Vesuva it, it's actually going to come into play with. That's some serious value right there. It's actually going to come into play with the single counter. Let's see if we can do all this stuff. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, am I 1 mana short? I think I am. So Tolaria West, put them back in any order. So I guess I just transmute for Colossus, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just back for Colossus. I kill them next turn. Unless they top deck exactly Liliana of the Veil. There's no way they have exactly Liliana of the Veil. Yes. Wrong Liliana. If they surgical you in response with scout, you bug yourself. You will no. The surgical will fizzle because there's no legal targets. I love that they didn't even activate. That's cute. All right. I could attack your Liliana or I could attack your face. Beep beep beep. All right. 2-1 Overshadow. Feels good. Feels good. My opponent Blast Zone. Yeah. The Colossus is a good time. This was like the very first time that Blast Zone was actually amazing, especially because my opponent did have the Stubborn Denial. But you can stop this one, and you can actually Vesuva and copy it. So that's some good times. That's some real good times right there. Why would they board in that Lily? I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have enough good stuff. I doubt it though. Like I remember I was one time at FNM and I was playing against like my opponent who was in Shadow, and they say we finished the match. He 2-0s me like really easily, and then I'm like he asks, yo, so what would you how would you cyber? And he shows me like he's 75, and I'm like, well, this card is very good against me. Oh, and this card is very good against me, and this card is very good. I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry, I literally don't know how to sideboard because your entire deck is really good against me, and I don't know. It was hilarious. So we're probably playing the mirror here, because we played against Bernardo last stream, and he was playing the mirror. So is this hand good enough against the mirror? It doesn't feel like it's good enough against the mirror, but I'm feeling frisky today. I'm feeling frisky. Let's see whether they keep. They kept 6 and they are on the play. Hopefully they play a green source for me. Ah. Oh, okay, so we're not playing the mirror. Confirmed, not the mirror. We're playing against Whir Prison. That's a solid draw. If this were Scout, I guess it would be worse. I guess Scout would be worse than this. Also, it's kind of hilarious that this is a different converted mana cost than 0. So if my opponent wants to destroy Kalni tokens, like this can actually attack through a Snare and Bridge. So that might be randomly relevant. And also another thing that's relevant is the fact that we can actually loop explosives by Vesuvaing my opponent's Academy Ruin. We can loop EE. In fact, we should have probably. We should have probably like blown up EE for 0 there. Nah, there's no way. We better wait. No, and yikes. Spyglass. Okay, so they're probably going to spyglass explosives, which makes sense. Arboreal Grazer Placer on bridge, yeah. that's what I was saying. It's pretty hilarious. Can't figure out how to whisper on mobile. I can make like a quick note. Send link. Okay, I actually sent you a link just so I remember to send it afterwards. They do name explosives, which makes sense, and they can blow up. Damn it. I think I'm gonna go for the risky line here, and I'm gonna try to find an AmuLIT off of this. Never didn't have it. Because I was thinking that I need to like get a little bit lucky to win this one. They can crack tech edge here if they want to. And I guess that would stop me from tightening this turn, but that's still fine. This is my first land drop, I think, right? Is that correct? I think so. Yeah, it's my first land drop. So now they are forced into using the tech edge if they want to deny me Titan mana. Did I make a mistake right there? Could I have saved the Vesuva? Because now I can play it. Yeah, there's the tech edge. Yeah, now the fact that we have Stronghold in hand is going to cost us. So since I cannot, damn it, I cannot use explosives either, huh? 3, 4, 5. I cannot use explosives. I am not running Hive Mind. I guess Primal Command is my out, I guess. Can I find Pact of Negation? I think that's going to be the play. Yes. T-West Simic. Boom, boom. I cannot use explosives, so that one is not doing much. And then swing. We're not Blast Zone is in the sideboard. What's up? How have you been doing? I'm trying 1 Academy Ruins and 1. Yeah, that is so brutal. I can't afford to pack this because if my opponent has Damping Sphere as well, I just die. So I gotta let that resolve. Crucible is okay. I'm fine with Crucible. Okay. Swing. Yes. And here we're doing Bog. Bodos Garrison. Yeah. Let's +2 bestow the sloth. We're gonna bounce this. Bog my opponent. And we're gonna play this. And we're going to protect Stronghold. And I guess I do want to protect the Bojuga Bog as well. Alright, so they are down to 10. Because Bog will slow down my opponent's recursion of Tectonic Edge. Otherwise, they're gonna slowly get me nice and dead. Tragic Arrogance, yes. Blast Zone, yes. Excavator, Rex Sage, Tireless Tracker, negates. This is gonna be the plan. I'm actually very interested in trying to figure out whether I do want Path to Exile in this matchup, and it might sound stupid. It might sound stupid to want Path to Exile, but Spellskite is a real beating. Spellskite is a very big problem for us, so that's the reason why I think that Path to Exile might be worth it. We can take out Cavern, we can take out... we did bring in Blast Zone. Oof, I just thought of Blast Zone plus Excavator. Whew. Whew. Too hot. Too hot. Out with Crossroads, and I guess out with Vestige. That sounds about right. Yeah, let's go. What's Tolsimir in for? It's for Agrodex, burn, particularly humans to destroy a meddling mage. It has like a couple of situations where it's pretty good. We're testing it out. I'm still not sure. It hasn't felt particularly good so far. Play AmuLIT, pass the turn. Finding a Simic off of these steerings would be pretty sweet. That's a Chalice on 0. That's fine. Oh, OP. Oh, OP. I guess we're leading on this, but I'm definitely doing... Ooh, no. Oh, you almost made a very bad mistake. Woo! Alright. Saved it! Never mind. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Alright, let's see what you got. Negate that one. This stupid Chalice. Steerings. Play second explosives. I should play second AmuLIT. I should have played the AmuLIT off of the Tularia West. That was a mistake. I'm not gonna use this blue mana, so I used a gemstone counter for no reason. That was bad. That was pretty bad. Not happy about that one. You forgot to, and the uncommon cure. Oh, I didn't finish commenting. I totally missed it. Was there? How are you? I'm trying Academy runes and one Meister main board. It's been fun. How are the slots behaving? Oh, so yes, what you just said. It's basically fun. Yeah, you just described it. You just described it in the best possible way. It's probably not very good. And about the uncommon Kira, I don't think it's gonna be good enough for us. All of the planeswalkers are basically just like, they're just really hard to make work. Do I have lethal here? I don't think I have lethal. So I can go get Besuva, Stronghold, Swing. Oh yeah, I do have lethal. Good. Having lethal is good. All right, so this is one of those like weird, kind of like strange lethals. So we're gonna do Vesuva Stronghold. Yeah, my opponent doesn't have instant speed Whir mana, so we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this again. We're going to bounce this one. We're going to go to combat, swing, and now we're going to get Sunhome plus Gemstone Mine. And we want to make sure that the Sunhome goes on the stack second. And this is going to be white, red, float 1 mana, activate. 20, yeah. Having lethal is great, I know. I always enjoy having lethal. Always a good time. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, I'll be right back. Oops. Not even close. Not even close to making it in time. Wow, Sonic already has 6 trophies. What a beast. Yeah, it seems like with the now that we have this mulligan again, Dredge goes back to being very good. Well, I guess the Dredge didn't stop being very good, but I'm just saying. People don't have hate cards against you as often. Speaking of Dredge, so this is a turn 4 Primal Command. I guess it has a high-ish potential to turn for a Titan. All right, now we have a turn 4 Titan. What are we playing against? Steam Vents. Steam vents plus fetches. Usually not good news for us. Well, now we know they're playing Phoenix. Now we know where they're up to. Boggy. I do know the band Dream Theater. Yeah, that's actually one of the main reasons why I started playing drums. The bands Dream Theater and Tool. Both of those bands kind of like blew me away when I was like 15 or something like that. I mean, if they don't have the surgical in hand, then I think it's better for them to scar themselves, right? Surgical is the only way. And I guess turn 4 Titan too strong. Rain. Name Giant. Boom, 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 boom. Primeval Titan. What are we getting here? Vesuva Sunhome. Vesuva copy in Bujuki Bog, right? Because we already have Sunhome mana, so... In fact, it's possible we should be like primal commanding them. I like Vesuva Sunhome. But at this point, it seems like the only way that they get to kill me is if they go off on an ascension, like an answered ascension that I cannot stop. And if they do that, then maybe if they like get the ascension charged up very quickly, and I just get outvalued. That seems like the only way that I could lose this game. Sleight of hand. I guess they're going with the world champion Talais list. Why can't I remember his name? Dominguez. Javier Dominguez. There we go. You got a 0-4 opponent. You got a 0-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I cannot. I'm 1 mana short of hasting. So unlucky. So unlucky. Hollow Year's best Dream Theater song. Wow, you like the romantic ones. Nice. I like Beyond This Life. That one was my favorite. Beyond This Life and the last song from Images and Words. Man, I hadn't listened to Dream Theater in so long. What's the name of the last song from Images and Words? Learning to Live. That song is the nuts. That song is crazy. Well, we have a lot of options here. I guess we can start with steerings, because if we find an AmuLIT, then our options become very, very easy. We did not find what we were looking for. These were not the droids that we were looking for. 1, 2, 3. We play a relic. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's not enough mana to relic plus primal command. We can go get a second primeval titan. That's probably gonna be good. It seems like we're gonna be playing an explosives on 2 to blow this guy up. So I guess we can start trying to set that up. So let's do this. Yeah, the liquid LTE was pretty good. Can I think I can actually do this right now, right? Yeah. Okay. Engineered explosives. Gemstone. Black and white. Some ores of colors for value. Some ores of colors for value. The issue with Second Titan is that it blocks my next turn because I'm gonna be needing to pay for Pact. So that denies me of 2 mana. And because my opponent is like 100% going to flip the thing in the ice right here, right? So that means that they're gonna bounce both of my Titans, and I'm only gonna be able to replay one because I'm gonna be needing to pay for Pact. So that's the reason why I went with that line instead. But yeah, casting Second Titan is also definitely reasonable. Yeah. They are conceding there because basically they are forced to jump. They are at 12 and they are gonna be forced to jump with the Crackling Drake, so they can't win. What are we saving explosives for? So basically, depending on like my opponent's amount of mana, I am making a guess of how likely they are to flip the thing in the ice. Like for example, if I crack right away, then I allow my opponent to like play a Crackling Drake and make it big. But if they play a Crackling Drake, the only way that they can actually flip the thing in the ice is by playing spells. So I can basically manage my opponent's board, not in a great way, of course, because you can only do so much of that, right? Not in a very convincing way, but you can do a little bit of managing of your opponent's board by holding your engineered explosives and kind of using your opponent's thing in the ice to your advantage to some extent, by doing what we did, which is like holding up explosives activations. I'm honestly not very sure of how to sideboard against this. I know that I want Primal Command. Yikes. Um, but I'm not sure whether I want the Grazer or not. I guess I keep this. Definitely bottoming Gemstone Mine number 3. So what do I want to see here? I guess I want to try. I want to see. I want to see a Grazer. An AmuLIT would have also been okay. It doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to play around Blood Moon though. Nice. Serum Visions before fetching. Good stuff, opponent. Good stuff. Classic bottom then fetch. Give me a Bajuki Bug off the top. Please give me a bug. Please give me a bug. They're gonna surgical themselves. Tight place from my opponent. I think we just passed this Phoenix. Boom. Gone. If they have Blood Moon, they have Blood Moon. I mean, I guess I have the answer right here. I just need to find the basic forest. It's not gonna be good stuff, but okay. Play this, bounce Gemstone. One, two, three, four, five. Really want to see a Titan. I really want to see... I guess explosives could be okay. I mean, I guess Blast Zone is gonna kill this thing in the ice in 2 turns. Basic Forest would be an okay safety net. I would like to have access to that. It would be nice if you don't flip your thing in the ice this turn, opponent. That would be cool. That would be very cool. They bold face. They bold face again. Okay. Nice. Play Azusa. Pass this turn. Oh, I should have definitely played this land. I don't know why I did that. Ooh, a braid. Yeah, I should have definitely played out the Gemstone Mine. Although I guess we are dead anyway here if they have this spell or something, so... Guess they didn't have it. Bog would be cool here. Yeah, no, not playing this out really comes back to bite me here. My opponent is very much going to get lucky and like draw into a bunch of cantrips and flip that thing in the ice. They're gonna swing for lethal and I'm gonna be super sad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, yeah. Damn it. That just was a bad punt. Playing this out doesn't really do anything, so there's no need for me to play it out and expose it and show it to my opponent. Yeah, this is why I wanted to draw a Bojuka Bog there. This is why I wanted to draw a Bojuka Bog. That was a really bad mistake, honestly. That was a really bad mistake. I hope I don't get punished by it. Is this Moon? It is Moon. Okay, so now we just need to draw a basic forest. Or... Nice. Basic forest or... Basic forest or coalition relic. Basic forest or coalition relic. Basic forest or coalition relic. I have 7 outs. Basic forest. 1, 2, 3. Get some extra value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could play out the Hornet Queen this turn, but I think there's more value in making sure that this thing in the ice dies. And then next turn I can actually get the Hornet Queen going. They have second moon here, right? No, Arc like Phoenix. Okay. These I can beat. They could also have double lightning bolt here. Okay, Blast Zone, we're going to sacrifice. Destroy the thing in the ice. Sure. Second amulet, whatever. Guess it does net me 1 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Please resolve. Nice. White. Red. Still not out of the woods, but definitely not out of the woods yet, but in an okay-ish spot. Now we are out of the woods. We were not out of the woods before, but now we are, so it's all good. What does this game from Whir? Good question. So right now, today, we are testing this guy. We're testing this guy. And we're testing Blast Zone. This is the one that's the closest to being a real card in this deck, in my opinion. The other two are sketchy. But we'll see how it goes. Dark Saga 07, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Enjoy your emotes. And send me a message if you send me a PM, a whisper here on Twitch if you want to have access to the sideboard guide, to the updated sideboard guide. This deck rewards you. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I give nothing but love to this deck. So if there's one person that should be rewarded by this deck, it's definitely me. I mean, it gets nothing but love from me. Just nothing else. Slot is even more broken than Scout. Yeah. That's a correct use of the Sakapai mode, Redux. Good job. Good job. A panda with one leg. Oh, poor panda. Poor panda. Now we need a sloth emote. Yep, GQ is in there. There's the deck list. We're playing 29 lines. If you're missing why, if you're missing like what it is that you know, what land did I take out to play like Crumbling Vestige or Blast Zone, the answer is none of them. All of them are in there. We're just playing 29 lines. This has to be a keep, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep this hand. This has a very high up. This has very strong potential of being a turn 4 Titan with AmuLIT. So Drum Hunter with the tier 1 subscription. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. That's 5 months already. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Gabriel is your name? I want to say Gabriel. I don't remember. Sorry if I messed that up. But thank you so much for the continued support, my friend. I appreciate it. Oh, we're dead. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So I guess we just die. Cool. It's good that this is gonna be my last league today, cause I hate this deck. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. This is what it's like sitting across from Turn 2 Titans games. I mean, the difference is that, first of all, when you turn to somebody, you need so many things to go right, and your turn 2 kill gets stopped by Lightning Bolt, by Spell Pierce, by what's his name? Ooh! Oh no, never mind. For a second, I was like, I can counter the guy, the laugh man, and then they can't win. I'm like, yeah, but I still die to Pact on my upkeep. That's sad. um, yeah, the other day on the other stream we played against this deck and we got killed on turn 2 and we got killed on turn 1. We had a hand of turn 1 Path to Exile and Gemstone Mine, and then we died on turn 1, so it didn't matter because we were on the draw. So yeah, this deck by itself is the reason why I legit don't want to play Modern nowadays. I honestly I had forgotten about this because I hadn't played against this since like last week. No, since Tuesday or Monday, I don't remember. But since the other day, I hadn't played against this deck, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna play Modern or whatever. And then now I'm just playing against it. I'm like, oh, this is why I don't want to play Modern anymore. Sweatpants, yep. You can use that link right there. Check it out. They kept one card on top, so I'm going to assume that I'm dead. There it is. The worst part is, like, let's say that I can actually Force of Will this. They have a Griselbrand in play now. I need to beat an 8/8 lifelink flyer. Like, what is this? Right? Like, I hate this. I really do. Okay. Oh, they also play Chalice. Yeah, they also play Chalice. Good times. Bog out. Primal Command out. Walking Ballista out. Do I need to leave Explosives? I mean, we can't really win this matchup. There's nothing we can really do. Like, I don't know what we're expecting to do here. I guess we're expecting for them to whiff. That is our out. Hope that they whiff. Well, we can't win with this card, with this hand, so okay, we're gonna keep this one. But what do we do? Like, what does this hand do? We turn one AmuLIT. Considerably better than Scout right here. Considerably better than Scout. Yeah, I mean, we just need them to mull into Oblivion. That's our out. Mull to 2. Okay, mull to 1. Okay, cool. Okay. I mean, this is not magic. What's going on here? What is this? What are we doing right now? What are we doing right here? Why is my opponent making me go through this? They kept 7, so I'm going to die before I get to do anything. Cool. We're basically just playing just like, yeah, I mean, this is we're just like throwing dice. We're just throwing dice. This is what we're doing right now. It's just like, well, do you have it? Because I mean, it's my turn too. I can't do anything. So, oh, you don't have it. Cool. Okay, so we get to play one more turn, I guess. This is so stupid. Oh, maybe they do have it. Oh, okay. Vesuva copy their Sanctum, I think. Okay, now we got 2 pieces of counter magic. Maybe we have a little bit more of a shot. Alright, here we go. Fetch, do nothing. Cool. Alright. We got all the counter magic. We drew all of our sideboard cards. Yeah, you got a rider. Now what? You gotta laugh, man. I can't do anything. I just need to pass the turn here. Because I need to hold up interaction. Because I die on the spot. Like, if my opponent goes for it, I just die on the spot, so... Okay. They are going for it. Oh, no, 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 no! I misclicked! Okay, that's just on me. That was just me being very stupid. Ah. Oh, I am so tilted by this. Yes, I know. I should have countered the other thing. I know. Oh, this is so frustrating. Ah. Sakama would have won this game. How? At this point, I fucked up, so I need to basically counter all of their draw cards or whatever. Sure, Summoner's Pact for the worm. Yeah, damn it! Why did I misclick there? I needed to counter the Neoform, of course. We totally should have won this game. I'm so... Ugh. Ugh. I'm very annoyed right now. I'm very, very annoyed by this. Did he pact only once? Just sack the other rider to get sack the other rider to get the second Grixis brand. Come on, you know you want to do it. You know you want to do it. I think they packed it only once. There's only a single Summoner's Pact in their graveyard. I mean, there are 2 here. Why are there? Oh, he exiled them to these guys. Okay. I don't know why they exiled all of their dudes and stuff. Well, we should have won this game, I guess. But Moto got me. And they are gonna get there because of the lag, man. Unless I drew exactly Path to Exile. If I drew exactly Path to Exile right here, I can win. Nope. I'll play this guy. Do I have any piece of interaction? I have one explosives. I can try to set up an explosives for next turn. That is my line. But my opponent is just gonna draw into. They're just gonna draw 14 because they still have one shoal. Unless like that shoal is literally the last card in their deck, then they are gonna win here. Oh yeah. Well, I guess that they can pay with Simian Spirit Guide. They left one Simian Spirit Guide, so. Though I miss Ghost, I guess that Ghost Quarter was my out. They have a basic forest and a basic island. All right, lost due to a misclick. That's so annoying. Especially because it was against this stupid deck. They serve it with Grazer Brand. Just block here and block here. For good measure, I guess. Because now they just draw cards. If they can gain even a single life, they win. Transmute. If they don't win here, I win though, because I can. Yeah. What? Oh my god, this was great. So I guess my opponent just like suicided themselves. Because the cost happens before the effect? Is that why? Is that why? Like the cost just happens before they get the effect? What happened? Why? Oh, I guess they exiled the shoal to play the first Allosaurus Rider. Wow, that is glorious. That is glorious. I can't believe that. We punted grossly and we still got there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, that was awesome. All right, that was worth it. That was worth it. I can't believe that happened. Oh my god. That is that is definitely that is definitely the highlight of today. That is definitely the highlight of today. Wow. That's why you don't concede. Even if you're tilted. Even if you're tilted, you don't concede. You play to your outs, which is for your opponent's deck to fizzle. And then you get there anyway. Sick. Okay, Frampi. Oh, we played against... Oh, they're on Storm. Oh, okay. Ugh. No 5-0 for us. No 5-0 for us. Can this hand beat Storm? No, it cannot. Can this hand beat Storm? No, it cannot. But I guess I'll have to try. Yep. Sub-Zero lol. I cannot explain that because I don't think that that's the case. I'm testing the Grazer. I don't think it's very good. But we're playing a list with Grazer right now, and somehow we are 4-0. So I do think that Scout is better. I thought that Scout was better before I started playing this league, and I went through. When I just started the stream, I went through a little bit of a deck tech where I explained all the reasons why I thought that Scout was better. And then we started playing the first league where we went 3-2, and the result was that indeed we actually lost 2 games because we were playing Grazer instead of playing Scout. And then we're playing a second league, and we are going to die to the same Storm player that we lost that last league to. Grazer is better than Chaos because it's cute. Grazer protects against 2/2 flyers. Yeah, that is also like the funny part is that even in the only matchup in Modern that has 2/2 flyers, which is Spirits, Scout is actually still better than Grazer against Spirits. So even in that match, maybe the Grazer is okay against Spirits, but Scout is very good in a Spirits matchup. So because they don't have many ways of answering it. I guess we do this and we hope that they don't have another one. What are the chances that they whiff here? 0, right? It does seem like 0. I mean, if they go for Gobos, we have a chance. They have Piff. Okay. I just needed them to show me that they had the win condition. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Take out Ballista. Take out Ghost Squatter. Take out Primal Command. And 1 Coalition Relic. Actually, my opponent has basics and fetch lands. So maybe I do want to hold on to this, and I actually do want to bring in the Reclamation Sage. We can take out 1 Grazer and... maybe 1 land. Crossroads. Candy Garden is worse than Crossroads. Actually, 0-way rank is this. Yep, yeah, okay. I do want the Candy over the Crossroads. Let me switch. Nope. Mulligan. Scout worse than... Grazer worse than Scout. If this is a Scout and this is... and there's a bounce land on top, we actually have a good hand here. But it's discard, so we have an unkeepable hand. Another unkeepable hand. Another unkeepable hand. Okay. Very sad way to go on the 5-0, but well, We 4-1 anyway. Thoughts? This card is terrible. Multiple situations where I said, well, if we had Scout here, this would be way better than this. We didn't get to try this one, so I guess I'll give this one another shot on the next stream. I will not give this one another shot. This one is not worth it. So, Sloth. Bad. Blast Zone was actually surprisingly, I mean, not surprisingly good. Like, Death Shadow is like the matchup where this card is at its best. Like, specifically against Death Shadow, Blast Zone is incredible. In fact, we transmuted for it, and we were able to kill my opponent's Holy Threat, and then we won in a couple of turns after. Or are you gonna play the ultimate meme list with both Sloth and Sagapa? Never, unless somebody donates a substantial amount. I will not be playing that. Cause nope, not happening. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I thought that I was gonna be back tomorrow, but apparently that's not going to be the case, because I just was told that I will be playing some shows in San Diego, so not gonna happen, unfortunately. However, I will be back next week though, and we will continue the testing. Hopefully, we're not playing against the blue-green shit deck with like the Rider deck or whatever. Hopefully that deck is gone from Modern and we don't need to worry about it anymore. But yeah, that matchup was not fun. I really 95. I will donate another 7 if you play my 75. Yeah, Blue-Green Neoform, I hate that. But yes. Actually, we didn't stream any Legacy this week. Next week, if we do some streaming of Legacy, it's going to be, I don't know what. This deck seems okay. This deck seems fun. I was playing a little bit of it earlier today. Legacy video, yeah, exactly. Sub-Zero lol, thank you for the follow. Also, the Thief decks are pretty sick. I kind of want to try this Thief of Sanity in Legacy decks. This card is pretty sick. I'm a big fan. We'll see how it goes. In any case, thanks everybody for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. We're gonna be back next week then. Can we chase it? No, because I don't think I want to play that deck. That's the kind of deck that you would need to pay me a lot of money for me to play. Like the Greaser brand decks in Modern are just like, ugh. They're just not fun for me at all. So yeah, if you have subbed today and you want to get access to the exclusive sideboard guide, send me a PM here. If you do want to have access to the cyber guide and you haven't subbed yet, you can do so with that link. You don't only get access to the cyber guide, but you also get access to these sweet emotes that you can use on every channel on Twitch. If you want to follow the AmuLIT Discord, you can use that link over there. If you want to no, Redux, if you send me a PM, I will do it at the end of the stream right now. If you want to check out my previous streams, you can do so on YouTube. Right there. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there we go. Now MTGBot is awake now. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at fablushmtg. And finally, if you want to see any kind of stupid decks or any kind of great decks that you like played on stream, with any donation of $12 or more, I will play your 75 live on stream. So yep, good stuff. All right, let's see who we can raid. Anybody playing Modern? Nobody's playing Modern now. Why is nobody playing Modern? There's a lot of people playing Legacy though. Let's go to the Chiefs stream. All right, let's do it. All right, see you guys over there. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. And go.